We talked earlier, or you'd commented earlier on how budgets should be reallocated from traditional media into online media. Yep. In order to adequately follow the consumer. Yes. As to where they will be. So which of the traditional media channels do you believe will be impacted most greatly by the shift as the CMOs get around to actually doing it, which they should, or as the agencies actually realize that they have to move the budgets? Are there any of the traditional media that you think will be disproportionately impacted? I mean, they won't be killed entirely because no media has ever fully disappeared. Yep. But
so I think if you map it by segment and by sector, so the heartbreaker for me, having worked at Business Week for that many years, is just the business category, right? So that category has really been replaced from what the user needs, from the time base, the analysis base. You can watch a story progress, all the way from your Twitter feed all the way to crazy bloggers, right? So I think that the business print category is in serious trouble, right? And I'm not telling anybody anything that they don't know. Right. I also think that there are places that are doing fantastic. Cable television for special interest segments, right? ESPN, HGTV, Food TV, those kinds of things are fantastic because it hits that bullseye that I was talking about. So for as many people as are failing, I see some really great successes from the advertiser and the consumer side, and we really want to model places where they have more success than failure. So we'll look more like cable television in the future than we will print magazines. Mm-hmm.
And that's interesting because you wrote the foreword for my book, my first book, The Eyes Have It, which one of the premises of that book was really that we need to move from a broadcasting mentality to a narrowcasting mentality. Yes. And so you're saying now that the forms of old media that will survive are the ones that are in fact narrowcast already, right? So they allow the marketers the ability to go after a niche audience where the message is on target already. Yep. Right. So if the message is sufficiently on target, it doesn't even feel like advertising.
That's right.
I mean, it feels like content.
That's right. And I think like Yahoo Sports and Yahoo Finance and Yahoo Entertainment have great examples of that. When people are in that experience, an ad, for a movie doesn't feel bad in the Yahoo Entertainment section. Right? Right. An ad for wrinkle cream in my email feels not so great.
Unless you really need it.
Well, either way, I'll let you know.
So,
is this an HD? No, I'm just kidding.